Are you wondering what the fish room's looking like? Let's go. Hello everyone, this is Paul, the Inventory King, and hope you guys are all having a fantastic day and enjoying your fish. So let's take a detailed walkthrough of the fish room and find out what's happening. All right everyone, so we're here in the fish room and we are gonna do a tour of everything going on in here. So you can see the room is at 80 degrees. Got the sign here from my family. But yeah, so let's go and do a full tour of the fish room, where we're at, what we got going on, and let's just start off from there. So on this side, this tank, what we got going here is this top 40-gallon breeder was unfortunately stricken by sick fish, and I'm going to be having to decontaminate this tank. All right, down here we have some Madoka white lips. We got 4 females, and I have a male, obviously, that we are going to be putting in here. I'm gonna probably be putting a rock in here just to go ahead and hopefully get some breeding action to start again. Now this bottom tank is Madoka white lips that were bred by my original breeder male. These were the ones that survived. So these ones are good, in good quality, everything's good with them, and just gonna, decide what I want to do. But that's what we got going on here. Okay, this tank, as you guys know from one of my last videos, this tank is going to be getting ready to go back up and to get seeded. And this is the filter that will be getting seeded. But this will get seeded and I will be breeding fish in this tank once again. Okay, so down here we have the grow out tank. So this has a bunch of fish that I just, some common haps and some of the predators I'm growing out before they could go into the tank inside the house. Because my fish room and the house are 2 different areas. So that's what we got going on here. You can see this guy, oh, they're freaking starving. Look at this phoenix right here. This fish is just something special. This is a hybrid, of course, but I mean, probably the most colorful fish in this tank. Just an absolute beast. But yeah, you can see how some of these guys are doing here. The Privatalis is looking awesome, getting great size. The Nigraventor, same. We got the Chilo Tilapia right there. Kawingi is just looking like a stud. We got the Noto looking amazing. And we got the yellow getting size. It was skinny when I got him. Wild caughts are kind of skinny, but doing awesome, really filling out nicely. So yeah, this tank is doing really well. Really well. Fish are doing awesome. Okay, so as you guys know, I have air in here. So that is the linear piston pump that I use to power the air system here in the fish room. My dehumidifier, we got my fan here. This desk, if you could tell, if you could see it, this is something that my brother built for me. Birthday present. He knew I was doing stuff here in the fish room, and he built this for me out of steel and some plywood. Really awesome. So I'll be using this when I start to ship. Down in this tank we have, if you guys heard those pops, those are my knees. In this tank we got the Lepturus green. Now there is a little bit more of a blue hint on him. That's because of the lighting. There's something with this lighting that kind of brings out too much blue, so I got to get a different light on here so that everyone could really see and tell that these are indeed Lepturus green. This is the smallest one. That one's got good size. Now I need to vent because yeah, that one's huge, but it's showing some of the characteristics of female, you know, rounder, anal fin, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to vent to be sure, but this is the stud, absolute beast. I would say 10 inches or pretty dang close. Lepturus green. Okay, so this tank, same story. I got it cleaned and filled back up. I got to clean the filter out on this one and then bleach it and get it running so that this will be back up and ready for me to breed. All right, let's get on over here. We got awesome news in this tank. F1 Bucochromis nodotania. These are the survivors from my F1 group that had all those issues with. But this will be a future breeding group. Hopefully we got, you know, a couple males and the rest females, and we could be breeding again. Down here is an awesome fish, really rare, my rarest fish. It is the Ramphicromis longiceps, the barracuda on the longiceps variation. So these guys get a nice green tint to them on the top part of their body. It's really awesome. And down here is the Labrador. He's down there. I'm not sure if you could pick him up or not, but he had a nice little nick on him, so I moved him over here by himself so he could heal up nicely before he goes and you know, heads back over to this tank here. But yeah, I think something that I'm going to want to do is, this tank would be awesome to grow out fry once I get all the breeding going again. So I'm going to want to try to figure out a tank for these common haps. I still really do like common haps, just the colors are really nice. So just, you know, just to have something else alongside with the predators, I think would be awesome. Oh, by the way, that is the breeder male that will be for those females in that tank. So yeah, that's it. Space heater doing its job. Like we said when we looked over here earlier, 80 degrees, that's what we want. That is what we want. So that about wraps up the tour here of the fish room, what I got going on. Like I said, here this tank is gonna get bleached and reseeded. I'm gonna be moving that male in here. These fish will eventually be sold and shipped out. I have some people who have been waiting. Then we got the F1 nodos that are growing out for a breeding group. This longiceps will go in the predator hap tank. The Labrador will head back over there. And then, you know, just getting these top two tanks ready for breeding action. So that's it. That is the fish room, everybody. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe here and click on the bell notification. Also, check out some of my other videos over here. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I truly appreciate it. Thanks again, and stay tanked.